this way? Oh shit. Like, all I want right now is that sniper.
Ouch.
Come on, where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married a long time ago.
Didn't realize how fucked up that song was until I actually, like, listened to it when I was older.
Talking about a nigger stealing his girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you fucking pussy. I'll play a duos.
Yep.
You know, I think the only thing that can really compete with an LMG would have to be the KH. For up close. AK kind of shifts around too much, even when you burst, but the KH, you can just freaking like full auto that shit if he's within like 10 feet.
I like the CMQ a lot, just because it doesn't
That,
recoil.
that too.
The
That's for
CMQ,
sure.
you can just let that motherfucker just go.
Especially on long range. Like
As fast as you can
mid
go.
range, it's almost like the AR but more accurate. Like the AR I think does higher damage. Yeah, because it's a 5.56, not a 9 millimeter. Do you want to make it or me?
Go ahead, I'm taking a dab right now.
Oh, okay. The fuck? You're not online. I wish it would still show me people, like, I guess you can just join through the party. I wish it, like for example, any other game, like, if you're offline, I can still invite you. I will be honest, I've never actually taken a dab in my life.
You smoke weed, right?
The, the closest thing I've ever done is, honey oil on top of a ball, like a green bowl.
You need to just go get you some oil
Oh, I was
and
thinking
try
of
it.
getting,
It's legal in
what I eat.
Canada now, so you're good.
No, not yet. Not. It actually got delayed until October. Or not October, sorry. August? August 14th, I think. Because one of our provinces was clearly unsure about how they're gonna put these into place and shit. Of course, it was Ontario. Of course, because they also have a different police system too than ours. There's still the police, but I don't know why. I need to look up the heritage of why that is. And
Well,
my
I
my
would
auntie is
suggest
actually.
getting dabs if you smoke weed. You like to smoke weed.
I've
Dabbing
done
is
I've done oil before.
it's oil basically. Same thing. It's all the same. It's just a concentrated THC.
Um.
It's better for you though.
Oh, I'm thinking of resin. Sorry, no. Put resin on a green bowl. Um. No, not resin. Resin's just. You know what I mean. What is it called? I can't even think of it right now. shatter. No, not
Yeah.
shatter. Whatever. But what my dad, the first time I ever got high was actually on oil. I swear to God, that was one of the nicest trips I've ever had. But what we did is we got a charcoal block. He heated that up, and then he just dabbed it right on there, and we just inhaled the smoke from that. He was using some blackish oil.
I don't know. Everything I get's more like golden.
Well, that's a different. I think that's a different type of oil because there's like three different types of oils that you can get, and I think that the golden one is the honey oil. That stuff is good, but
Mine's live resin.
it also depends
Mine
on
is.
how they do it.
Mine
Because I
is.
think if you go isopropyl, that's how you get the black one,
They don't. They
black
don't
or
even
brown.
do isopropyl no more.
No?
No. That's
Oh, I'm talking about someone like, because like if I were to get it from a dealer, it'd either be isopropyl. I don't even know how to make
No.
the other ones, but yeah.
If you're still getting isopropyl, I'd be beating that ass. Just because it's a low grade of. It's basically a homemade extract of THC. All dispensaries and medical places, they use a fucking heat compress.
You can actually. Oh, one good way of doing it is just take the bud, get some wax paper, and that's how you make resin and shatter almost look the exact same, but
They are
obviously
the same.
shatter. What?
They are the same.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Resin.
they are. It's just a different.
No, 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 no. Well,
It's the.
technically,
It's
but
just the
the
procedure and how they make it.
actual. Well, okay. Shatter. They take the keith, whatever, extract it, and then they do basically the same process as that. Resin, you just take your weed, put it in a press with some heat, and then voila, with some wax paper. You don't actually do anything to it. It's not as strong as shatter though.
I mean, shatter is your high grade quality
Yeah, I know. It's high grade because all they do is
broke
they use
down.
the
They fucking
keith. It's
yeah.
it's
They
it's
they
pretty much
break
like
down all the
90%
THC out
THC.
of the bud first, and then well, as much as they could possibly get off the bud. All
They
the
get most
crystals.
of it, to be honest. It depends on how many cycles you do. Because sometimes they do it twice
I know.
and then
I get
do it.
I get live resin from a buddy of mine that makes it himself. He has his stuff tested. Most of his stuff runs about 55 to 65% THC.
Do you know what I'm worried?
So
I'm worried that the government's going to tax the shit out of it.
start this shit up. Um,
Are you in
no,
here? Oh, I
they
can
are, yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, they are gonna tax it, but that's just a
Well, I know
price.
they are, but
That's the
you know what I
price we
mean.
pay. Look, if they're gonna start leaving motherfuckers alone for possessing it and smoking it and doing what we want with bud,
Oh, I
that's a
know.
win for us. I don't care what they do.
They
They want to tax
you
it.
know
They
what they
want to
said?
start charging fucking
I
a
was
hundred
reading it.
dollars a
I
quarter.
was reading an
I'll
article.
pay it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll pay whatever they want to tax. I mean, or I'll just find a dealer on the street that sells it cheaper.
And that's what I was actually reading an article, and that was clearly stated. Like, weed has been around so long that just everyone fucking knows, even people who don't smoke it. But anyways, like they know if they don't actually give it at a good price, like decent price, they actually want to mimic street value as close as possible. Um,
Well, the thing is as soon as it becomes legal,
they're
Gio,
afraid of that happening. Because they wanna minimize the amount of like dealing that goes on, like the illegal dealing.
no,
Because
the
it'll
dealing
still
will
be
stop. Dealing will eventually be null and voided. I mean, you'll still have your people that have good bud that grow
depends.
for
Because
people, but
you could probably still get it cheaper.
if I'm able to possess bud and possess up to a good quantity of it, without being in
We are
trouble,
only allowed. what are we? On hand, you're only allowed to have 16 grams, I think, which is half ounce.
Well, once they legalize it, they won't be able to tell you you're not allowed to grow it because it's now legal and I can possess
Yeah,
it
they can.
and it's a plant. No,
They
they
have
won't be able to.
they're. I've already looked up everything. Canada's laws are going to be different than the U.S. I'll tell you
They
that
will be
right
able
now.
to regulate it, but they cannot. As soon as it becomes a legal substance, they can't tell you you cannot possess it. They can regulate it and say you can possess
You can
a
possess
certain
it, but you
amount of it.
can't.
Like in
But
the
the
states,
plant, it's
in the
they say you
states you
can
can
grow up
only.
to four. So you can grow up
There
to
you go,
four
four
plants,
plants. Four
but
plants is
I
like
don't
four
know if
pounds.
I don't know if they're the hemp ones, which aren't technically weed.
It'd be weed plants, and the way that we get around that in the states is
Let's go to the
you can have the airport.
airport.
In the states, you can have four plants in the budding stage. Four plants. It's actually three plants. It's three plants in the budding stage, three plants in the seeding stage, and three plants in the uh, processing stage. Which means really I can have 12 plants going. I just can't have them all in the
Oh
same.
shit, that wasn't you?
No. Where are you at?
Ah, I thought you landed. Fuck, please no, please
Oh
no.
shit. Damn, you landed on the tower. No, I landed down by the car.
I I I literally landed right on
I
the tower.
always land on the car. Just in case
Okay.
I gotta get out of that motherfucker. I'm gonna go over here
Yeah,
and
I
try to
thought that
avenge you
was you.
though. Where was he
Jeez.
at? Was he up there on top?
Yeah, he's up there on top. He's probably still waiting for you. There's something up there if you
Probably
can.
is.
Oh, yeah, he is still up there. Oh, he might be on the ground. I think he's coming down. He's coming down. Get up to the wall and then look around. Yeah. Where is he? Oh shit!
Oh!
Freaking assassinated!
Oh